Simon Ngubeni, and in this week's episode of Rhythm of Life, I will be going through a discussion on my book, Communion with Christ, a handbook on how to abide in Him. And I'll be discussing a few principles about how it is that we can have an intimate and consistent relationship with Christ. Hope you guys can tune in and see you all there. So a few random facts about myself. I grew up in the small town of Boksburg. I grew up there all of my life and then moved to Joburg in my adult life. I am also an architect. I work as an architect. I studied architecture, which means basically that, to put it simply, I draw buildings for a living. A random fact about myself, I love singing. Some may say I'm not that good at it, but I still love singing, especially when I'm alone in the shower, so I really love singing. And yeah, those are a few random facts about myself. The thing that inspired me to write the book, it was really to try and answer the question for myself of how can I have a consistent and intimate walk with Christ. When I did write the book, it was at a time where I wasn't content or satisfied with where I was spiritually, even though I was involved in a lot of things. You share the word here and there, you're involved in this and that project and ministry. But sometimes we all realize that there are times when you really want to go deeper with God. And so I went into a personal study of how can I have an intimate and more consistent walk with Christ. And so that led me into a study, which, if I were to summarize a long story, eventually led to my study turning into a book. And that's how the book Communion with Christ, a handbook on how to abide in Him, was born. To answer the question of what is it that I love about God, what is there not to love about God, right? I think for me the most that I can say makes me realize the love of God more than anything is just thinking about how much my life literally improved after getting to know God. Realizing the fact that despite all of my shortcomings, despite all of my unworthiness, despite all of my imperfections and mistakes, God still for some reason thinks that I'm to die for, and I think that's the one major thing that makes me love God above others. Hi, my name is Simon Ngubeni. Catch us on Rhythm of Life every Friday at 7 p.m. on Hope Channel Africa.